Which one of these AP Royal Oaks would you choose? This Sand Gold Perpetual or this Burgundy Dial Tourbillon? If you chose the Sand Gold, you probably made a better financial decision, but the question here is which one would you choose money aside? First, let's take a look at this Sand Gold Perpetual, and if you're not familiar with that term, Sand Gold, AP made this proprietary mixture, which they named Sand Gold. It's kind of like an in-between white gold and rose gold. It has a very unique look to it. The only other Sand Gold AP we had in the past was on the Remaster 02. And also on the moon phase section, the blue background sparkles, which is a nice touch on the moon phase. But aside from that, this has AP's new perpetual calendar movement in it, and what's interesting about it is, if you are familiar with perpetual calendars, you'd know that typically there's a bunch of buttons around the case to set it. This watch has no buttons. Everything on the perpetual calendar is set directly on the crown. And I only heard that before. I never had it in person. I didn't know how it worked, and when I was trying to figure it out, I couldn't figure out how it worked. So I had to go on AP's website and watch a quick video, and once you see it and understand it, it's super easy. So let me show you how it works. So crown all the way pushed in is just our winding position. Then we pull the crown out to position 2, and here, when I go up on the 12 o'clock subdial, you can see the date moving forward. And when I go down, that moves the month forward as well as the leap year indicator. If you want to change these two subdials, first you have to pull the crown out to the hour and minute setting position. But now, if you push back into position 2, we're able to change the moon phase at the 6 o'clock position. And when I rotate the crown up from this position, it will change the day of the week as well as when you see the end of the week. You see this hand pointing to around the rim? It reads all the way up to 52. That is weeks of the year. So you'll see when I go from Sunday to Monday here, it's gonna go from 46 to 47. So it's pretty cool what they did there. They figured out a way to make the same position control different functions of the watch, but first you have to go out one more position, then back, and it knows you did that back and forth motion. But yeah, the sand color is an interesting look and looks pretty crazy on the wrist. Let's move on to the next piece, which is the stainless steel tourbillon that they call smoked burgundy, but to me it just looks like a red vignette dial. Obviously we have our classic 41mm Royal Oak design here, but they don't make the regular model with a red dial. The dial on this already looks pretty sick, and then obviously we have a flying tourbillon. But yeah, it's just a totally different looking watch than the Perpetual. The Perpetual, you have all these functions, you have a busier dial. This is kind of just like a wow piece. Got the crazy red color, the tourbillon in your face.
Which one would you pick?
That's tough. I mean, this is definitely the bigger flex, even though it's less expensive. But like if you're in a room full of watch people, this one will probably, I don't know, actually, it's just a tough pick. And just so you guys are aware, this one we're asking $310,000 for, and the tourbillon we're asking $230,000 for.